had a parallel life with a wife and kids. It all disappeared because I was awoken from a lamp. I was 19, walking back to my dorm after a house party when some drunk driver jumped the curb. I remember seeing the headlights, my roommate yelling my name, then absolutely nothing except I didn't get nothing. I woke up in a hospital bed, but something was off. The nurse checking my vitals said it was March 2009. That couldn't be right. I just left a party in 2015. Smiled and said I'd been in a coma for 2 weeks. Her name was Sarah. She was 23, had brown hair, always tied in a messy bun, and this laugh that made her snort when something was really funny. We started talking during her shifts. 6 months later, I asked her out. She said yes. 2 years after that, I proposed at the same coffee shop where we had our first date. She cried and said yes before I even finished asking. We got married in 2011. Small ceremony, maybe 40 people. Her mom made the cake. It was lopsided but tasted incredible. We moved into a one-bedroom apartment in Portland. Rent was $850 a month. I got a job at Best Buy in the Geek Squad making $14 an hour. In 2012, Sarah came home from the doctor and just handed me the ultrasound photo. Twins. I remember my hands shaking. I and Lucas were born on October 3rd at 6:47 a.m. and 6:52 a.m. Maya came out screaming. Lucas was quiet, just looking around. We brought them home to our apartment in matching yellow onesie Sarah's sister bought us. I was terrified. I dropped them. The years blurred together in the best way. I got promoted to senior tech in 2014, assistant manager in 2016, making $42,000 a year. Finally saved enough for a down payment and bought a small house in Beaverton in 2017. 3 bedrooms, loose siding, needed work, but it was ours. The mortgage was $1,340 a month, and we were so proud to have it. Maya wanted to be a veterinarian and kept bringing home injured birds she'd find in the yard. We had a shoebox graveyard in the back where we buried the ones that didn't make it. Lucas joined Little League when he turned 7, wore number 12, and I coached his team to a 4-8 record that season. They didn't care about winning, just wanted the orange slices and Capri Suns after games. He had this habit of picking dandelions in the outfield instead of paying attention. Sarah worked part-time at a dental office, usually Tuesday through Thursday, and did crossword puzzles every Sunday morning at our kitchen table with her reading glasses perched on her nose. Pancakes always burned the first one, and Maya would fight Lucas for it because she said the burned ones tasted better. We bought a used 2014 Honda Civic for $800, silver with a small dent in the rear bumper. I took road trips every summer. Yellowstone in 2018, Grand Canyon in 2019. The car broke down in Nevada once, and we had to wait 6 hours for a tow truck. Lucas thought it was an adventure. I complained about the heat the entire time. Everything was completely normal until Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. I was sitting on our couch after work, still in my Best Buy uniform when I noticed our living room lamp. Cheap thing from Target. Rushed a nickel base with a white shade, maybe $30. But the shadow it cast on the wall was wrong, geometrically impossible. Like the light was bending in a way that didn't make sense. The angle was inverted somehow. I couldn't stop staring at it. I asked what I was doing and I couldn't explain. I sat there all night, didn't move, didn't sleep. The next morning I called in sick to work. Sarah brought me breakfast, but I couldn't eat. My eyes wouldn't leave the lamp. The shadow was still wrong and still impossible. I stared at it for 3 days straight. Didn't shower, barely blinked. Sarah was crying by day 3, begging me to talk to her, asking what was happening. The kids asked what was wrong with Daddy. Took them to her mom's house on day 4, worried I was having some kind of breakdown. I was alone with the lamp. That's when it started expanding. The base grew wider. The shade stretched upward. The shadow consumed my entire field of vision until all I could see was white light. And I knew somehow I just knew none of this was real. I heard Sarah screaming my name from somewhere far away. Felt someone shaking me hard and nothing. When I opened my eyes, I was flat on a sidewalk. It was bright outside, cold. Paramedics were kneeling over me, asking if I could hear them, if I knew my name. Someone was saying a car hit me, but I'd been unconscious for maybe 20 minutes. I looked at my hands. They were young, smooth, no calluses.